Yo, what's up you guys? This is Nacho here and welcome back to Beast Mode Classes episode number 3. In today's video, we're going to be going over the Weevil. My personal class setup that I like to use with the Weevil that I would recommend for you guys is the Weevil. And for the attachments, I would throw on the quick draw, the rapid fire, and the stock. And you might be asking, why do you need all those on the Weevil? Well, the Weevil is originally a 5-shot kill weapon at its maximum range. I'm not exactly sure if at close range is 5 bullets. I believe it's around 3 or 4. Do not quote me on that because I don't really look into like all the stuff about the guns, but since it's such a high bullet to kill, type of SMG, I like to put on quick draw, rapid fire, and stock to help alleviate that. Quick draw definitely helps because it lowers down your aim down sight time, so just that half second might be the difference between getting that 5th bullet out and death. Same thing goes for rapid fire. Rapid fire definitely helps the Weevil a lot because, as most of you know if you've been using it, it's basically the way I like to equate it is the P90 of Black Ops 3. The P90, for those of you who don't know, was an old school gun around COD 4 days, and Modern Warfare 2 I believe had it too, or Modern Warfare 3, one of the two, and it was basically just a high magazine SMG, low damage, but high rounds that you could carry in a magazine, and that's basically what the Weevil is. Using stock also helps with SMG. Like I've said in previous Beast Mode class videos, you guys, my class setups generally for the most part don't really change from gun to gun to gun. I might change a couple of things here and there, but for the most part I don't really dibble dabble, when it comes to making my classes. I experiment a lot when the game first launches, but once I finally get, my stuff down, or, stuff that I feel comfortable using, for the most part I kind of just tend to, I wouldn't say imitate, but generally use the same things around other guns of the similar class. So for example, you guys saw in my Beast Mode classes episode number 2, I was using the Razorback. I put stock and rapid fire. You guys are going to see that in most of my SMGs, I use rapid fire, I'm going to use, stock, I'm going to use this, I'm going to use that, and that's just something you guys will have to, understand. And, by making this series, I'm not trying to, give you guys the end-all, be-all best classes in the game. In my personal opinion, I think they're the best classes in the game, but for you guys' playstyle, you guys can change it up and alter little things here and there, but I digress. So moving on, I use the black cell. Like I've said, points. This game is all about points. Call of Duty is all about points now. It's not about kills. It's not about kills. They used to be called kill streaks in old Call of Duties, and now they're called score streaks. There was a reason there was a name change, and that's something that a lot of people need to keep in mind when they're playing this game. A lot of people, when they try to go for high kill streaks or, high score streaks per se, they really focus on just going for kills. Now, imagine you're playing a TDM, and you need 10 kills to get this kill streak. Well, if you're using the black cell and the other team gets like 3 UAVs in that span, you basically just racked up 75 points of UAV. That's like 225 points amongst the 3. So you basically just got 2 kills and a quarter just by having a launcher, and you shot down the enemy's UAV. And you don't need to use Ghost because you have Ghost in your back pocket 24/7. That's one thing that I would like to emphasize and stress for you guys. The black cell is so fucking good. I can't even begin to talk about how good it is. But moving on, I'm sorry for digressing so much, you guys. You guys know trip mine, scavenger, awareness, and afterburner. I've said this in the previous 2 videos. Like I said, awareness just helps me hear people sneaking up on me when I'm moving around with the SMG. Scavenger works hand in hand with the trip mine, the black cell, the Weevil. Just, if I'm trying to go on long score streaks, you definitely gonna need some extra ammo while you're killing up some enemies. Afterburner just helps move fast with the SMGs. Afterburner is a really great perk in my opinion. I feel like a lot of people don't really use it a lot, to be honest. I don't know why. Afterburner is fantastic, especially for SMGs or shotguns, since it lets you basically move around the map a lot faster than you normally would be able to. But moving on, this class is strong suits. Now, this SMG isn't the type of SMG you would want to use on small maps. It's funny because I'm using this on Nuketown, which is quite essentially the smallest map in Call of Duty. But this kind of gun really shines on maps. The ones that I find myself doing good with are usually evac, combine, and sometimes I can get away with Exodus. Exodus can sometimes be a little bit sketchy just because you guys know there's a lot of close quarters, there's a lot of shotgun usage on that map, and no matter what, shotguns for the most part will always be SMGs, especially on Exodus if you're just sticking into that middle building map like everyone usually does. Like I said, this class's strong suit is like if you want to use an SMG on a mid-range map, that's where this class's strong suit would be. The Weevil doesn't really have crazy amounts of recoil, although a lot of guns in this game really don't have crazy crazy amounts of recoil, to be honest. The Weevil is really great for shooting at mid-range. If you guys have been watching the gameplay, you guys see that I've been getting a lot of kills, you know, from mid-range, not really up close and personal, because you don't really want to be getting up in people's faces with the Weevil. As much as that sucks to say because it is an SMG, you know, I find myself losing close quarter gunfights with the Weevil. Essentially when, you know, if I was using another SMG, I would have beat them just because of how many bullets it takes to kill, its slow rate of fire and all that stuff. But by using these attachments and using this perk setup, I guarantee you the Weevil will become a much more viable option. And one thing I do need to mention is I know through all my beast mode classes, you know, you guys need to understand I have everything unlocked in the game. I'm already a master prestige. I have most of my guns diamond. I have most of everything unlocked, to be honest. So all my guns are already maxed out. So if I put some attachments on my gun that you guys haven't unlocked because it's a high level, you know, like rapid fire is, I think it's like the last thing you've unlocked for most guns in this game, you know, definitely grind it out if you guys want to try out these classes that, you know, I'm recommending for you guys, because in my personal, these are my personal classes, like straight up guys, this is what I use on a day-to-day basis, and I'm just trying to help you guys out by giving you guys my side, or, you know, how I perceive Call of Duty when I'm playing it. I do have some other couple of ideas for Call of Duty videos that I want to make in the next week or so, so please stay tuned for that, guys. But other than that, this has been Beast Mode Classes episode number 3. Like I said, this gun is a mid-range SMG. You do not really want to be getting into close quarter gunfights because I do find myself losing them a lot of the times, even though I am somewhat of a decent player, I guess you could say. But this gameplay wasn't really the best of gameplays. I just thought it was a good one to showcase because, you know, I was running around, fast action, fast paced, and I get that nice little triple with the scythe at the end of the game. But if you guys want to see more of these, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and you guys should see one more of these in the next 2 or 3 days. But give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new around here to see more Beast Mode classes, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Nacho Nation.